Even though Karens may not actually be able to win an argument in front of a judge, they can provide some laughs. That's why we're hosting a special round of Karens versus judges today. We're kicking things off today with some serious motivation. We are all aware that Karens have a tendency to think that they can never be wrong. However, what takes place when a Karen bets their fate against a judge and things do not go according to plan? In this video, we take a look at what happened when 5 spoiled Karens were finally made to take a seat again. This Karen was detained for violating state orders after she failed to give her witness statements, and the reason for her detainment was that she can't have it her way. She is then ordered to pay a fine of $7,500 and is sentenced to 93 days in jail for contempt of court. After some time had passed, an article was published in which the judge was quoted as saying that you had disobeyed the orders out of your own selfishness and in order to increase your own financial gain. She was eventually freed from jail after she closed a restaurant and made a contempt of court payment in the amount of $15,000. What should a person do in this situation if they have no knowledge of the law but believe they are able to explain it to the judge? Now, this lady is going to find out the answer. Her sense of superiority and entitlement gets her in trouble and costs her $500. The judge dismissed her assertion that he had fined a man. During the time that the judge was leaving the room, she remarked, "I knew it was fixed." A Kentucky woman who was convicted of domestic violence launched an assault on the judge who handed down her sentence early this week, despite the fact that she was already serving time in jail. The video from the Wayne County Family Court shows Judge Jennifer Upchurch Edwards arguing with Melissa Harvick before she is sentenced to 10 days in prison for contempt of court. When Edwards told Harvick, "You go now," Harvick completely lost it after hearing those words. She leaps over the bench and makes an unsuccessful attempt to suffocate Edwards, who surprisingly maintains a stone-like expression throughout the entire dramatic hearing. According to WKYT.com, it took 2 court officers to calm down the angry woman in the room. According to Court Officer Adam Dodson, who spoke to WKYT about the incident, "I put her on the floor, restrained her, and used my knee and any other body part I could to hold her on the floor while I handcuffed her." According to the report, Harvick is currently being held in jail and her sentence for contempt of court is likely to be increased in length. Another judge will be responsible for hearing her case as well. The outburst did not result in any injuries for Edwards. Now that we're all adults, we've all seen window cleaners working their way up and down tall buildings, and we've all wondered what would happen if the cable snapped. Well, this Karen made it happen. When she looked out her window and saw ropes outside, she became enraged and decided to cut the rope. Because of this, it was impossible for the 2 men to descend the ladder. They were fortunate that a couple saw them and invited them inside when they saw that they were outside, if it turns out they did it. This Karen could spend the next 20 years behind bars. Nevertheless, she continues to deny that she attempted to murder the artist, claiming that the only reason she was angry was that she hadn't seen the maintenance notice. Edward Cagney Matthews is the name of the person who had been harassing his black neighbors for a considerable amount of time at this point. In some of the videos, he can be heard cursing and can be seen slapping his neighbors. Thankfully, his erratic and racist behavior has finally caught up with him, and he is now being held accountable for it. This is it, everyone. So what do you think? Leave a comment and let us know. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done that. Also, put on the notification because the next video is going to be a great one.